The Obi Wan Kenobi series has once again split the Star Wars fan base, just like Lucasfilm knew it would. Lucasfilm was so certain of that they set a narrative before this series even came out. Then as soon as they got backlash, they pounced. They attacked fans saying, if you don't like this character or this series, it's because you're a racist. The same playbook they have used for years and years, because this is Disney's Star Wars. And now that the series is finally over, the limited series of 6 episodes, Lucasfilm has the gall to say that they want to listen to the fans. After seeing this entire series and realizing that it truly was just a story that got crammed into a timeline where it did not belong. All it did was destroy characters, destroy continuity, but effectively leave us at the same place we were at the end of Revenge of the Sith, despite now leaving a ton of plot holes between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Kathleen Kennedy is now saying they want to listen to the fans. Kathleen Kennedy says Obi Wan Kenobi Season 2 could happen if the fans want it. The Lucasfilm head wouldn't rule out a return. Just in and of itself, the fact that they are sitting here and contemplating an Obi-Wan Season 2 should tell you they don't give a shit about canon. They do not care about continuity. I said it when they announced this. I said it when they said there's going to be a rematch between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. I said it when they were going to involve Leia. So much of this means they don't actually care about continuity. They just want to jangle keys in front of you to get you in front of the screen. But the fact that they would say this now, after admitting that this was only a limited series, they only conceived of it as a 6-episode series, and they kind of tie it all up right at the end there. The idea that they would even entertain a Season 2 when they have no story to tell, when they have no reason, when they've set nothing up, tells you they don't give a shit about continuity. But there's going to be a lot of Disney Star Wars fanboys that go out and try to explain anything that they do. The Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 6 brought the Disney Plus series to an end in an emotional and powerful finale, tying together the loose ends. We watched young Leia reunite with her parents while Obi-Wan faced off with Darth Vader. But could there be more of the Star Wars series on its way? The stars are keen. Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen have both said they would return. And yeah, they both did say that, but what else would they say? Nah, I think I'm done. I don't want to come back. I don't want any more money. And for Hayden Christensen, I mean, what the hell? Of course he probably wants another shot. He did effectively nothing in this series. They show a shot of him in the Bacta tank. There's the shot of him at the end in the series finale, and then he has the flashback scene where he looks like a 40-year-old teenager. Yeah, I imagine that Hayden Christensen probably isn't too happy with his usage in this series. And now, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy has said the creators are open to Obi-Wan Season 2 as well. Speaking of Entertainment Tonight, Kennedy revealed, well, frankly, we did set out to do this as a limited series, but I think if there's huge engagement and people really want more Obi-Wan, we'll certainly give that consideration because the fans, they speak to us. And if we feel like, okay, there's a real reason to do this, it's answering the why then we'll do it. But we'll see. Imagine Kathleen Kennedy and Disney Star Wars, Lucasfilm, saying that, well, if the fans want it, then that's what we'll give them. Hello? The sequel trilogy? Do you really think that that's what fans wanted, but you decided to ignore them? You decided, fuck you, old fan. We're looking for a new fan base. Galaxy's Edge, screw you, old white male fan base. We don't want you. We want a new fan base. This has been the MO for Disney Star Wars. You can't sit there and pretend. Kathleen Kennedy cannot sit there and pretend like they are listening to the fans. After literally just a few weeks ago, attacking the fan base to try to shield from any and all criticism for the Obi Wan Kenobi series. And I think that Deborah Chow had an interesting response when asked a week ago if there should be a Season 2. Of course she said, well, I guess we could do one, but she said something interesting. We always did conceive of this as a limited series. It's not an adventure of the week sort of story. It's one big story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I think the story was very much conceived to be its own standalone. But there are more stories you could tell. There's 10 more years before we get to A New Hope with a character like Obi-Wan. I think it's even interesting to watch him ride across the sand. So who knows, but that was not the intention. They slammed this series in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope when everyone knew it didn't belong. Everyone knew Vader and Kenobi had not had a rematch. Everyone knew that Obi-Wan and Leia had not met and not had this super deep connection. So now you have things between Obi-Wan and Vader that don't make sense. You have things between Obi-Wan and Leia that don't make sense. You have Bail Organa now. The entire Empire should know that Bail Organa and Obi-Wan Kenobi are talking Yet somehow, Bail Organa's just going to survive. He's still going to be in the Senate. He's still going to be a political player over the next decade. They know that Kenobi rescued Leia. Yet everything's just gonna be fine there. This is such bullshit. So maybe they will do a season 2, and they'll trip over themselves trying to explain these plot holes that they've made, these errors in continuity, when everyone knows that this is not real. This stuff never happened, and they only did this to try to jangle keys in front of you. Now Kathleen's saying, we're gonna listen to the fans. We just love the fans so much. I bet they do think if they can just make up another garbage story and that people are just gonna continue to consume it and look at the jangling keys, I bet they will do a season 2. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my PO box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.